Sec 3 NA Mathematics, Chapter 5 Coordinate Geometry, TYS Questions, Part 3. Now, in this part of the chapter, we'll be looking at drawing of straight line graphs on a given grid and axis. Question number 22. Complete the values inside this table for the equation 2y equals to x minus 1. Now, what does this mean? This means that when x is equals to the number -1, I'll plug it into my equation. So 2y equals to x minus 1. So -1 minus -1, 2y equals to -2. Then y will be equals to -2 divided by 2, -1. Okay, and then we have the next value when x equals to 5, 2y equals to 5 minus 1. So 2y is equals to 4, y will be equals to 2. So after I know these values already, I'm going to plot my graph. Okay, plot the points draw the line on the grid's axis. So question says when x is -3, y is -2, so you have 1 point over here. Mark them with a cross, not a dot. Cross. So the next one, where x is -1, y is -1, so this will be the point here. And when x is 1, y is 0, so down here. When x is 3, y is 1. When x is 5, y is 2. Now we have this, right? So we're going to draw one straight line across. Then label the equation 2y equals to x minus 1. Do draw with a pencil. Right, now next questions. Now write down the coordinates of the point where this line crosses the y-axis. When this line crosses the y-axis, so this line over here, it shifts, cross the y-axis at this value here. So what do you think this y number is? So we know very clearly the x coordinate is actually the number 0. The y value will be -0.5. It's in the middle between 0 and -1. Right? Next question, they ask us to find the gradient of this equation. Well, there are two methods to do this answer. Number 1, you can use your formula method, or you can use the equation method number 2. So let me do method 1. I'm given a few points. I can choose any 2 points on this line. So maybe I'll choose the point 5, 2 and the point 3, 1. Okay, then I'll find the gradient. So the gradient will be equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 1 minus 2, -1, 3 minus 5, -2, so gradient is half. Okay, or method 2, they give you that 2y equals to x minus 1, make y the subject, y will be equals to x divided by 2, that means it's half x, minus 1 divided by 2, 1 over 2. So now we know y equals to mx plus c. The m is the gradient. So for our answer, we will know that the gradient is half. Either ways can give you the answer, so you can do any of the two methods. Next questions. Now 25, on the axis below, draw the line y equals to 2x. How do I draw a line? How many points do I need to draw a line? Technically, when I want to draw a line, I need at least 3 points. So 2 points to plot and draw, then 1 point to at least check. So in this case, when I want to draw a line itself, I should need to draw a table. Okay, a chocolate bar. So inside this table are x and y value. The equation is y equals to 2 times x. So then I'll choose some numbers that my axis have. Let's take a look at our axis. Okay, we have a range of numbers on my axis from -2, 0, and then all the way to 5, right? But let's bear in mind y equals to 2 times x itself. So this number, the y-axis is until 4, and 5 is until 5. So if I take 5 times 2, that will give me 10. It will be out of this axis. So probably I'll choose negative, I'll put -1, 0, and 1. Okay, small numbers. Now let's go back to our table to plot the table. So let's say I'll choose the numbers -1, 0, and 1. and we'll get negative 1 times 2, negative 2, 0 times 2 is still 0, 1 times 2, 2. So now we will plot these points on our graph. So when x equals to negative 1, y equals to negative 2, 1 point over here. When x equals 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y is 2. So we have these 3 points already, but we do not just draw only a line that passes through these 3 points. We need to extend it, okay, to give us more values. So we're going to draw a line, okay, that passes through the whole curve. So this will be the line y equals to 2x. Have you gotten your answer? Now let's continue back. Draw the line y equals to 3 minus x. So I need to have the equation. I'll draw a table again. So this equation now is y equals to 3 minus x. As usual, I need 3 points, x and y. Probably I'll take a negative number, negative 1, 0, and 1 again. So y equals to 3 minus negative 1, that gives me 4. Y equals to 3 minus 0, that gives me 3. Y equals to 3 minus 1, that gives me 2. So negative 1, 4, 0, 3, 1, 2. So let's plot this point on our graph. Negative 1, 4. Okay, maybe I'll change a color so that you can see the difference. Negative 1, 4. 0 is 3. 1 is 2. So now we're going to draw a line, okay, and extend the line as much as possible. So this will be y equals to 3 minus x. Okay, now then the question says, using your graph, write down the solutions of this simultaneous equation. Now take a look at this. Does this look very familiar? Now in the previous part of the questions, they always give us that, line, the first line, line L, maybe another line, line Q, have equation 1, and then line Q have equation 2. Then we use these two equations, we solve the simultaneous equation in order to get the coordinates for the points of intersection. So if these two lines, okay, the equation 1, equation 2, if I solve them, I'll get a coordinate of point of intersection. That means if I were to look for the graph, okay, the solution for these two equations, it means I will look for the point of intersection. Okay, so on our graph, where is the point of intersection? Now, it's not hard to notice that this is the point of intersection, right? At this point of intersection, what is the x number? The x number is 1. What is the y number, y value? The y is 2. So this also tells me that x is equals to the number 1, y is equals to the number 2. So from this, if I want to solve the simultaneous equation, the answers for this question will be x equals to 1, y equals to 2. Have you gotten the answer? Now we come to the end of this part for the TYS questions. Okay, we'll see you for the next part of our lesson.